Neediness is probably killing your chances at attracting the women that you want. So let's get over this once and for all. First of all, and I know I get a lot of pushback on this, but I really highly encourage you to be dating more women at the same time. This is one of the biggest tips in order to prevent neediness. One of the reasons why you are feeling needy or you're getting attached really quickly to a girl that you like or that's showing you some interest is probably because you don't have any other options. So that means that when you have this one girl who's interested, you get a date or get a couple of dates with her, all of your eggs are in one basket. And you want it so bad because you don't have any other options that you tend to become needy. And then you text too much, or you call, or you email, or you try to meet up with her as much as you can. Whatever it is that you're doing, trying to get in touch with her too much is turning her off, and you're doing it because you're not dating other women. So you should be dating other women. Now let's go over how you can actually do that, because I know a lot of guys have said to me in the past, especially a lot of coaching clients, that it's really tough for them to be able to date more than one woman at once because all of their emotions are in this one woman and you can't be separating all these emotions, and it's really tough to do that with multiple women. First of all, you don't have to be doing this with more than like 2 to 3 women. I'm not saying you should be dating 10 women at once, but as long as you have a little rotation going and you're not just waiting to date someone else as you're dating one person and you're on a first date and you're like, well, I'm not going to date anybody else. Well, of course, that's going to cause you to be more needy for that person. So if you have 1 or 2 other people that you're sort of dating simultaneously in the 1 to 4 date range, it's going to help out a ton. And to help with this whole emotional connection, you have to understand is, why would you feel so connected and emotionally connected to someone that you barely know? A woman who you've been dating for 1 to 2 to 3 dates. At that point, yeah, okay, you're attracted, you're somewhat interested, but you don't know this person yet. So why would you give this person all of your emotions, all of your attention when you barely know her? You shouldn't be getting attached so quickly or allowing yourself to get attached so quickly, and therefore then be able to date a few women at once so you're not in this scarce mindset. Number 2, you have to keep busy. This is another way to help prevent neediness. A lot of guys who are dating some women who end up being needy, it's because they have a lot of time on their hands and they have nothing else going on in their life. And they have no activities to do, no friends to hang out with. They have no passions, no goals, no ambitions. So I urge you to stay busy. Now, what's the practical tip behind this? Because of course you can just stay busy, but what does that even mean? Well, let's start with this. Hobbies. Hobbies are an easy way to stay busy. And if you're staying busy, again, it's preventing you from getting too attached and wanting to text the girl and be super needy. So my advice is have a year-round hobby, a hot or summertime hobby, and a cold or wintertime hobby. That means that you're gonna have about 1 to 2 hobbies at any given time throughout the year. And then that's gonna help you with keeping busy, preventing you from reaching out too much. There's other things you can do. You can be spending time with more friends. You could be working on other goals, going to the gym, whatever you need to do to keep busy. That is one of the best ways to prevent you from trying to reach out and be needy all the time. Number 3, let's talk a little bit more about this idea of getting attached too quickly. I know a lot of guys who get very excitable. Okay, so we have a coaching program over here at TripAdvice. It's called the TripAdvice Accelerator Coaching Program. We help guys get dates, and we get them dates pretty fast. And one pattern we've noticed is they get pretty attached. They like this girl a lot. They put, again, all their emotional eggs in one basket here, and they're all in on this one woman. And so we tell them and we help them to stop future projecting. I get it. I've been there too. I've done this before. You meet a girl, she's super cute, a first date goes well, maybe a second date, and all of a sudden you're thinking about what is it going to be like to sleep with this person, to go on more dates with her, to introduce her to your family, to eventually get a relationship, maybe even getting married. Who knows how far down you future project this scenario with this woman that you barely even know. So to stop doing this, I urge you to remain more present. Focus on getting to know this person, because chances are that this woman is not going to be your next girlfriend. It's not going to be your wife. Chances are you're going to have to meet a lot of women to get to that point. So instead, be more curious about who this person is and focus on spending the moments with them instead of thinking about what may happen in the future. This is going to help you with neediness and not getting attached so quick. Number 4, if we want to go into, some psychological reasons why you might be being needy, it's possible that you might be filling some sort of hole. Is there some sort of loneliness happening in your life? Do you have low self-esteem? Are you wanting women to just help you make you feel better about yourself? As you should know, women, dating, sex, relationships should not be there as something to fill that hole. You should be a person who likes yourself, respects yourself, and loves yourself all on your own without getting external validation. If you stop trying to get external validation and instead validate within, that is going to help you with not getting attached too quickly to some girl, which you probably got attached because you got so excited because you're using her in a sense to just build your self-esteem and feel better about yourself. Next, women are more than their looks. A lot of guys get attached super quick to a woman because she's cute, she's hot, she looks like a girl you once dated, she looks like a celebrity you have a crush on, I don't know, whatever reason it is. You're very, very, very attracted to her, and I get it. You're a guy, we are visual creatures. It is very easy to fall head over heels with a girl who we barely know, but she just has that look. Gentlemen, look deeper than that. A woman is more than just looks. I don't know about you, but anytime I've ever dated a girl in the past and she was super cute and she showed a side of her personality that was just ugly or was a big turnoff to me, I don't know about you, instantly she lowered points on her attractiveness level. Like I didn't see her in that same way. I hope that you can try to get to the point where you are trying to get to know her, understand her personality, and not put her on some sort of pedestal just because she's physically attractive. Next, and I know this sounds like a crazy idea, but it works. Hear me out. I remember when I was helping some friends go through a breakup. In fact, we do this sometimes in our coaching program as well. By the way, if you want to learn more about the coaching program, there's a link down below, tripadvicecoaching.com, and you can learn more, book a call with us for free, and you can learn more about how coaching will help you. But what I've done in the past for clients is I tell them if they're getting over a girl, if they really like a girl, they're feeling needy for a girl, instead of texting them, text me or text their coach. Now, you might not have a coach right now, and you can get one if you'd like, but if you don't want to use a coach for this, just get a fake number, which would be like 555, 555, 555, whatever, and text that number every time you feel an urge to text the girl that you like. Text whatever it is that you want to text, write your long paragraphs, all of this. Try to get that a little bit out of your system. It might not be the end all be all, but at least it's one thing that you could do to get it out of your system and kind of send that text, as in not to send it to her so you can prevent giving her too much attention, showing all this neediness, and then blowing it. Finally, if you want to learn a little bit more about keeping busy and creating hobbies, I made a video for that. It's on the screen here. You can go ahead and watch that. And if you need help with getting coaching, go to tripadvicecoaching.com. There's a link in the description down below.